Hi everyone, this is Ashley from Ashley's Creations, and I'm really excited because the new Stampin' Up! Occasions Mini just went live for public purchase, and I love their new mini. It's adorable. There's so many cute things in it, and I was just so anxious to show you some of the cute products on this in this catalog. So I thought I'd show you a card that I made using all new products, except for obviously the colored paper is not a new product, but the twine, the buttons, the ribbon, the heart frames, the stamp, the background paper, those are all obviously brand new, and they come from the New Occasions Mini. So here's the catalog, and I'll show you some of the stuff in the catalog in a different video. But so here's the front of it, and there's a lot of really neat stuff in it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this card with you on camera. So I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of the Blushing Bride cardstock, and I cut it in half at 5.5, and then I folded it in half so it had the 5.5 by 4.25. And then the background is going to be this new designer series paper. It is from the Twitter Pated Suite, and there's a lot of cute new stamps and ribbons and buttons that go along with this suite, and I just love this paper. It's just got beautiful colors and beautiful designs. So this is part of the new Twitter Pated, and this one is cut at 4 by 2 3/4, and this piece right here is cut at 4 by 2.5. So this is just going to layer together on the card here like that. Now this stamp set, or not the stamp, this set, or this stamp of the little girl and the boy riding the bicycle is from the Twitter Pated product suite also, and it is called Take It to Heart. And here's the little boy and the girl, and there's a heart with a bird and some other cute little hearts that you can use with another new product I'm going to talk about in a minute. And we're also going to use this banner up here too on our card, and that's where our sentiment's going to go. So we're going to take our stamp, and we're going to stamp it on a piece of Whisper White cardstock. We're going to use the Riding Hood Red from the Regals. Let's get it all inked. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, so there's our image. Let's close this up. And now we're going to cut this out, but we're not going to cut it out by hand, and the full heart punch doesn't fit on that. So we're going to use Stampin' Up's new product called Framelits. Now Framelits come in this cute little envelope right here. And so let's open up. They have 2 Framelits so far. I don't have the other one. This is the only one that I have right now. But I have the Hearts Framelits, and there's also a different one that I'll show you in a different video. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hearts that you can cut different images out. You can cut different hearts out. You can do layers. You can frame things. So you could cut out a heart with this bigger heart, and then layer this smaller heart on that same heart, and then use the little frame right here. Or you can do whatever with these, but we're going to take this 3rd heart right here, and we're going to use this to cut out our picture. Now I don't have a big shot, so I'm going to use my Cuttlebug. I'm going to pull you back up a little bit so you can see this. And I do not have the C-plate, which allows you to use your dies with other products besides the Cuttlebug ones. So I just layered a bunch of envelopes in there to make it thicker. I'm going to take and sandwich my image between my B plates, and I'm going to put my framelit with the spiky side down. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little edge right here. I'm going to put that down over my image. We're going to center it as best we can. Oops. And I'm going to take and I'm going to sandwich it between my B plates. And then I'm going to run it through my Cuttlebug. Move that out of the way. And voila! Here's our that image. Oh, it didn't go through all the way because, like I said, I don't have the other plate. But if you have the Big Shot or you have the C plate, then that'll come out just fine. Now let's put this one back so we don't lose it. And I'm going to take and I'm going to emboss the heart image with some clear embossing powder just to give it some more texture. I'm going to bring you in here. And I'm going to take my Versamark pad and a sheet of paper and my clear embossing powder. Open it up so that I'm ready. And I'm just going to take my image and I'm going to rub it all over the stamp pad so it's all coated. I want the whole thing to be coated just to give it a little bit more definition on the card. See, that looks pretty good. The little corner that I touched. And you're going to pour your clear powder on it liberally. Make sure the entire thing's covered. Oop. And we're gonna pick it up and let it all fall off. And then we're just gonna fold this and pour it all right back in. There it goes. So that way we can use it again. Now I have a powder pail, powder buddy, whatever it's called, but I don't really like it that much, so I'm just gonna use the paper. And then we're going to take our heat embossing tool. Zoom you back out. And we're going to emboss it. And it'll take a couple seconds, remember. So slow. It'd be better if you had tweezers to do this because it's hot, but I don't. So it just gives it a little bit of extra shine to it. I'm going to set that aside so it can dry. I'm going to move you back up. Now, I like the framelits, but the next size up with this one was a little too big, and I wanted a little bit extra framing on this. You know, I didn't get that all the way, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this. I realized that I missed a part. Okay, there we go, much better. But the next size up was just a little too big, and I wanted some extra framing on it, so I decided that I was going to freehand cut. And I realized that I still missed a little spot. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. And so I decided I was going to freehand cut, and I'm going to take the Island Indigo, and I'm just going to put it on here, and I'm going to freehand cut. So I'm going to take some dimensionals. I'm going to put them on the back. And put one in the middle. And I'm going to stick it on here so I can just cut it out, and then I'm just going to use my scissors to do this. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, and then I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, here's my finished heart. And it's not perfect, obviously, but, you know, that's okay. It gives it a little bit of character, and I'm okay with it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the framelits. I'm going to pick the next biggest heart, which was this one. And I'm going to take a piece of the Riding Hood red cardstock, and I'm going to cut that with my Cuttlebug. So we're going to take it and we're going to sandwich that between the two B plates. Run it through. And can move this out of the way because we're done with it. And then here's our cutout heart. I'm going to go ahead and put my framelit back again so we don't lose it. Okay. Move everything else out of the way. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to glue this down. I'm not going to pop it up. But I don't want it to have too much dimension. Okay, so there's our heart. Now, I'm going to take this new ribbon. This is this new pleated satin ribbon from the Occasion Mini. This is the Blushing Bride. And I'm going to take and I'm going to put glue all around the back. I'm sorry. And we're going to take and we're going to put the ribbon around our image. So we're going to start from the bottom down here. I'm going to put half of it out. And we're going to take and we're going to wrap it around. Come up here, we're going to bring it up. I don't know if you can hear, but my fiance is watching Family Guy in the background. I can hear it from here, but okay. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the very end ribbon right here so that it'll stick. And then make sure all this is down properly. Now we're going to cut off the excess. Okay. And now on the bottom we're going to wrap another new product from Stampin' Up. It's the Baker's Twine and it's the Island Indigo. And we're going to wrap this around the bottom piece. I'm just going to make sure it's long enough. Okay, so we're just going to cut off enough. And we're going to take some tape. Let me pull it out. We're going to take some tape. I'm going to tape this to the back of the paper. And then we're going to wrap up. Then do up over here. And then we're going to wrap down and find the middle. We're going to come back around. We're going to go to the middle. And then to the back. And we're going to tape it off back here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two pieces down and then okay, next step is to stamp the rest of our card, and I'm going to take the banner here. I'm going to stamp it in the Island Indigo. And then I'm going to take my sentiment, and it says Dare to Dream, and I'm going to stamp that in the Pear Pizzazz. Let me get up over here. Okay, so there we have Dare to Dream. And then I'm going to cut this out off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll... Okay, so I forgot to mention that the Dare to Dream was from a new stamp set called Loving Thoughts, and it goes along with the Ticket to Heart stamp set, and any of these things could fit into that banner from that set. So this card could have been Forever and Always, I Did Dare to Dream, it could have been Thoughts of You, or it could have been Imagine or Dream, whatever you wanted to put in there. Anyway, I've already added dimensionals to the back of my images, and I'm going to go ahead and take my heart image, and I'm going to put it right here in the middle of the baker's twine. And then I'm going to pick the Dare to Dream, and I'm going to put it up here at the top. And I already added the buttons on the bottom. These are also from the Twitter Pated Suite, and I used the little flowers on this one, but I decided to use the other design on this one, and I just added glue dots to the back of those. So there you go. There's a card made from all new products from the New Occasions Mini. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.